So we squeezed out 457 sales this May, which is significantly down from last year where there was around 848 sales, and a drastic change from the uber hot spring market of 2016 when there was over 1,300 sales. So it is quite a snail's pace out there. What I'm noticing is an equal decline in both supply and demand coming down at the same time. So we're not seeing any major pricing changes, and pricing is remaining quite stable, and in some market segments pricing is very strong. There's still multiple offers and above asking price sales. What I am noticing is a little bit of weakness in the condo market this spring. Some of those reasons are likely due to the Airbnb hosts coming and listing their properties because of the foreseeable collapse in tourism. There also could be a disproportionate amount of job losses among younger people and those in the lower income brackets who would tend to own condos more than single family homes. And I think just showings on condos are a lot less common. I think people feel uncomfortable touring small condos during a COVID-19 crisis, where people might feel more comfortable walking around a larger single family home. But if you're trying to bring 2 or 3 people into a 500, 800 square foot condo downtown, I just don't think people feel as comfortable with those showings quite yet. But I am seeing strength in single family market under $1 million. This month, 15% of single family listings sold for over asking price, a similar rate to what we saw in February and March before the pandemic began. I have buyers continuing to contact me and getting excited about this buying opportunity, but I do often have to advise them that they are in competing offer situations, especially on those single family homes that are coming up around $750,000 in the core Victoria area. So for May 2020, just talking about single family homes for a moment. So prices are stable and flat across the region. The biggest changes in sales volume was in Victoria, Esquimalt, and Sydney, and North Saanich. The West Shore saw a surprising amount of activity. Sales are only 20% below of last year, and that's likely because the average sales price in the West Shore for a single family home is about $753,000 compared to just over $1 million in Victoria. Saanich is also approaching the $1 million mark. And then Oak Bay, where the average sale price last month was $1.5 million, those sales are slowing down significantly. When we look at condo, median sales price for a condo was $390,000 last month. That's about 10% below where they were last year. I think this is simply just a shift towards studios, 1 bedrooms, more affordable condos in the $300,000 to $350,000 range. It does appear that sellers are starting to come back. I'm seeing a lot new listings this week, so they're coming back sooner than buyers, and that's a good thing because we do need more inventory. We do need more options for buyers. At the end of the month, there was 2,544 active listings on the Victoria Multiple Listing Service. That's about 16% fewer than there were at the same time last year, but a 10% increase compared to the April when all the lockdown began. So there is still much more interesting revelations to come in the future months as the impact of the COVID-19 really trickles down and starts to show in our stats. The weak tourism sector, hurt rental market, longer term job losses will likely reveal more listings and motivated sellers than there ever has been in years in British Columbia. The big 5 banks have been budgeting for loss provisions to the tune of over $9 billion for what is known as the deferral cliff coming up in September. So people who applied for deferrals, those deferrals end in September and they're going to have to start making payments again. So there's certainly people who've asked for deferrals who will be able to continue to keep their mortgage current, but there will certainly be some that cannot. So if you're thinking of buying or selling this year, I'd really welcome the opportunity to work with you on your next transaction. Let's take the time to meet at my new socially distant compliant office or go tour some properties together. For the most comprehensive map and database of sales activity in Greater Victoria, visit victoriamarket.ca. I have updated everything for June 1st, 2020. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. My name's Dustin Miller, Managing Broker at 8X Real Estate.